When I was younger, I used to watch the kids in my neighborhood play together from my bedroom window. They'd ride their bikes, play tag, and share secrets, and I'd sit there wishing I could join them. For some reason, making friends had always been a challenge for me. I was shy and introverted, and the thought of approaching a group of kids made my stomach churn. So I stayed inside, feeling lonely and invisible. One day, after another afternoon of watching from the sidelines, I decided something had to change. I couldn't spend my entire childhood feeling left out. I had read about the law of attraction and manifestation online, and though I was skeptical, I figured it was worth a try. What did I have to lose? I started by setting a clear intention. I wanted to have friends who would call me every day to play and hang out. I didn't just want to be included. I wanted to be someone they thought of and wanted to spend time with. I began visualizing this every morning when I woke up and every night before I went to sleep. I imagined the sound of the phone ringing, hearing a friend's voice on the other end, and the excitement of making plans. I pictured us laughing, playing games, and having fun together. To strengthen my visualization, I created a vision board. I cut out pictures from magazines that represented friendship and fun activities. I included images of kids playing, bike riding, and having sleepovers. I also added some positive affirmations like, "I am a great friend," and "I attract wonderful friends into my life." I hung the vision board on my bedroom wall where I could see it every day. First, nothing changed. I still spent most of my time alone, and the phone remained silent. But I was determined to stay positive and believe in the process. I knew manifestation wasn't just about thinking positive thoughts. It was about truly feeling the emotions and acting as if my desires had already come true. So, I started acting like the friendly, confident person I wanted to be. I smiled more, made eye contact, and tried to be approachable, even though it was hard at first. One afternoon, about a month into my manifestation practice, something amazing happened. I was sitting on my front porch reading a book when I heard a voice calling my name. I looked up to see Jessica, one of the neighborhood kids, walking up the driveway. My heart skipped a beat. Jessica was popular and always seemed to be surrounded by friends. "Hey Alyssa," she said, smiling. "A bunch of us are going to the park. Do you want to come?" I could hardly believe my ears. "Really? I'd love to," I replied, trying to keep my excitement in check. As I followed Jessica to the park, I felt a mix of nerves and exhilaration. This was exactly what I had been visualizing. When we arrived, I saw a group of kids playing and laughing. They welcomed me warmly, and soon I was joining in on their games. For the first time in a long while, I felt like I belonged. After that day, things started to change. Jessica and the other kids began inviting me to join them more often. They'd call or come by the house, asking if I wanted to hang out. My heart swelled with happiness every time. It was like my dreams were coming true right before my eyes. Of course, there were still moments of doubt. Sometimes, I'd worry that they were only including me out of pity or that I would eventually be left out again. But I reminded myself of my intentions and continued to visualize positive outcomes. I also focused on being a good friend, listening, and showing kindness. As the weeks turned into months, my confidence grew. I formed strong bonds with the kids in my neighborhood, especially with Jessica. She became my best friend, and we spent countless hours together, sharing secrets, dreams, and laughter. I realized that by changing my mindset and opening myself up to the possibility of friendship, I had changed my reality. One day, during a sleepover at Jessica's house, we were lying on our sleeping bags, talking about everything and nothing. The room was dark except for the soft glow of a nightlight, and the air was filled with the sound of our whispered conversation. "Alyssa, I have to tell you something," Jessica said, her voice serious. "What is it?" I asked, curious. "Do you remember that day I first invited you to the park?" "Of course. How could I forget?" "Well, I want you to know that it wasn't just a random decision. I had seen you around, always watching us play, and I felt like you really wanted to join but were too shy. One day, my mom told me about this thing called manifestation. She said if I wanted to make a new friend, I should just imagine it happening and act on any urges I got. I felt a strong urge to invite you that day, and I'm so glad I did." I was stunned. Jessica had been using manifestation too. It felt like the universe had conspired to bring us together. "That's amazing, Jessica. I've been using manifestation too. I visualized having friends who would call me and want to hang out every day. And then you showed up." We both laughed, realizing how our intentions had aligned. It was a magical moment, one that solidified our friendship even more. As the years went by, my friendship with Jessica and the other kids only deepened. I continued to use manifestation in various areas of my life, always amazed at how powerful our thoughts and intentions could be. I learned that the key was to stay positive, believe in the process, and take inspired action. One summer, our neighborhood decided to organize a block party. It was the perfect opportunity to celebrate our friendships and the community we had built. We decorated the street with colorful banners, set up games and food stalls, and everyone brought their favorite dishes. The air was filled with laughter and music, and I felt a deep sense of gratitude. As I looked around at all the familiar faces, I realized how much my life had changed since I started practicing manifestation. I was no longer the lonely girl watching from the window. I was part of a vibrant, loving community, surrounded by friends who cared about me. That night, as I lay in bed, I reflected on my journey. It hadn't always been easy, but the rewards had been worth every moment of doubt and effort. I felt a deep sense of peace and fulfillment, knowing that I had the power to shape my reality. From then on, I made it my mission to share the power of manifestation with others. Whenever I met someone who was struggling or feeling lost, I would tell them my story and encourage them to try it for themselves. I knew that if it could work for me, it could work for anyone. In high school, I joined the student council and started a club focused on personal development and positive thinking. We organized workshops, invited guest speakers, and created a support network for students who wanted to improve their lives. It was incredibly rewarding to see others transform their realities and achieve their dreams. As I grew older, my dreams evolved. I continued to set new intentions, visualize my goals, and take inspired action. The principles of manifestation became a guiding force in my life, helping me navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Looking back, I realized that the shy, lonely girl who once watched from the sidelines had come a long way. I had learned to believe in myself, trust the process, and stay open to the possibilities. Manifestation had not only brought me friendship and joy but had also taught me valuable lessons about resilience, faith, and the power of the human spirit. Now, as I write this story, I hope it inspires others to believe in their dreams and take action to manifest their desires. No matter how impossible things may seem, remember that you have the power to create your reality. Set clear intentions, visualize your goals, and take inspired action. The universe is always listening, ready to support you on your journey. My name is Alyssa, and this is my story of manifestation, friendship, and the incredible power of believing in yourself.